Hey, what's going on, guys? Dan the Dirt Garden Services here. Trying to continue with the spring preparation. Got some strawberry plants that have been staying here over the winter time. I want to get some of them settled, separated out because they throw out runners and stuff like that during the season. So I got some extra runners. I'm gonna get those pulled out. I can show you that. This is like the two different crowns of strawberries from the ones that I already have in here. I'm gonna separate those out. As you can see, those strawberries, you always want to plant them up to the crown, about right there. Sorry. Plant them up to the crown, about right there. That part you want to leave above the soil. The rest of this you want below the soil. Strawberries need high nitrogen. So I have a nitrogen 5-1-1 here with a fish fertilizer. This is water soluble. Some people use 15-1-1. Some people use 46-0-0. You want something high in nitrogen. So when you're doing these guys, prepping them for the spring, you want to get fertilizer down into the soil. I've already tilled this up. As you can see, I already tilled these beds up. These are basically mounds, but I've done them in fabric. Let's say you want to get them soiled. You want to get them tilled up. Try to make the soil loose. I already did that. I already got this stuff, like I said, got it dissolved in water. So I'm going to actually put that into the soil. I'm going to add some other soil. Cow manure is good for this. Chicken manure is good for that as well. So, yeah, spring preparation, man. You just got to know what you got to do. Like I said, I got these. I'm going to try to get into the soil, show you guys how we do that. I'm going to spray some of the soil. Mix it in, whatever, trying to get that nitrogen down to them. But these are, like I said, these are essentially mounds here. I think the stuff is also safe for the sun, doesn't burn up the plants. Doesn't burn the plants from the sun hitting the fertilizer. You have to watch fertilizer if you have it on top of the soil. The thing about spring is that, the sun isn't seriously hot, so it doesn't, kind of helps to go ahead and get those things prepped. But you want to get them, you want to do this at the end of winter, early in the spring, trying to get, as much as you can, work on your soil as much as you can, soil preparation, not necessarily plant preparation. These strawberries will probably pop up, May, June, start getting strong. So you want them to be strong at that point in time. You want to know whether you got ever-bearing or, single-bearing strawberries. I'm not sure about that. I think these are just the June-bearing. I have some that are ever-bearing as well. But like I said, I just want to get this stuff sprayed up. Try to get some of this stuff to kind of feed them a little bit. Spraying this soil. I'm going to mix it in. Once I get it sprayed in, and just try to get some nitrogen to the roots, because that's what they like. Strawberry plants, blueberries, stuff like that, they love nitrogen. So that's going to be your key to that. But any kind of spring preparation, you want to see what your plants need, see what you're missing, like what you're down in nutrients, and just pay attention to the soil. Spraying the soil up real good. You want to do that with your strawberries, like before you get them put down. The ones you already have down, you try to maybe get a drip irrigation where you can put some nitrogen strong fertilizer in your drip irrigation and stuff like that. You just got to know what you're dealing with, Get that nitrogen to them, try to get them mixed in real good. What I'm doing is I'm basically just spraying the soil and trying to see if I can get as much fertilizer down there as possible. If you want to get some small granulars and try to mix it into the soil, you can do that. I like doing the water soluble when it comes to these guys, so it doesn't really disturb the plants that I already have. That's essentially what you're doing. You see this plant over here actually had like about 6 crowns in it, so I separated them out so that you got about 6 inches of room in between. You want to try to mulch these when you can. A lot of people cover them with that the plastic mulching fabric. I may try to do that, may not try to do that. You can use wood chips to try to mulch them. That helps. But you know, essentially, like I said, you're just trying to get everything prepped. It's early spring. You can get ahead of the game. You know, there's danger of frost and stuff like that coming up, and you watch out for that. But, you know, these strawberries, they've pretty much been in all winter. They're just ready to, you know, for some warm weather to try to see if they can pop up. I see some of them already trying to get blooms, so that really helps. But spring prep, very key, guys, very key. While everybody else is just, you know, just kind of sitting in the house and watching what the weather does or whatever and trying to get to the beach early and different things like that, I'm prepping soil, man, because when June, July comes, I want to have big, beautiful strawberries. I want to have, you know, nice gardens. I got onions and stuff down already. I want to have things popping up early in the spring, get ahead of the game, take advantage of the warm weather. All right? All right, guys, you got any questions, just hit us up below in the comments and, you know, let's get growing.